longer find another reason to breathe.
Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd Family a part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. Today we're going to be talking about something we have not talked about in a while here on the channel, and that is NBA, because they just started their official second half to the season, even though we know when the NBA has their All-Star break, they are way past the halfway point of the season. And a lot of people forget that, according to some people now, there are 10 teams that make the playoffs. To me, it's still just 8, because to me, if you're playing in a play-in game to make the playoffs, you didn't make the playoffs. But there are officially now, because of the new rule change the NBA had going into the last basketball season, 10 teams that make the playoffs, because after the regular season ends, the 8 seed plays the 7 seed, and the winner of that game becomes the official 7 seed, and the 9 and 10 seeds play each other. The loser is out. The winner plays the loser of the 7-8 game, and the winner of that game becomes the 8 seed. So to me, that means there's still only 8 teams that make the playoffs, but a lot of people consider those play-in games playoff games. I don't. Just like the college basketball tournament now, according to some people, there's 68 teams. I don't think there is, because if you play on a play-in game that Tuesday night to make the tournament, you're not in the tournament. If you're playing to get in the tournament, you're not in. So to me, it's just 64 teams. But since the NBA has started their official second half to the season, I figured we'd do a quick rundown of what 9, 10, and 11 looks like now on both sides of the NBA. In the Eastern Conference right now, the Hornets are the 9 seed. They are 2 games back of the 8 seed with 21 games to go. And the Hawks are the 10 seed. They're 2.5 games out of the 8 seed with 22 games to go. And the 11 seed right now is the Wizards, and they are 2 games behind the Hawks, and they have 22 games to go. Over on the Western Conference side, we have the Lakers, who are 2.5 games back of the 8 seed with 23 games to go. It's hard to believe they were supposed to be so good, and they're almost 60 games in the season, and they're still below 500. The 10 seed right now is the Blazers. They are 5 games out of the 8 spot with 22 games to go. And the 11 seed right now is my New Orleans Pelicans. They're only 1 game behind the Blazers with 22 games to go. And I do believe New Orleans will wind up with that 10 seed before it's all said and done. But it does not matter, because they will lose the play-in game. But it would still feel good for them to make the playoff game with that horrendous start they got off to. So any thoughts on the NBA right now, as far as the 9 seeds, the 10 seeds, the 11 seeds, or do you consider the play-in game a playoff game, or you like me and it's not a playoff game? Please feel free to let me know. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. I know a lot of jokes about retired people, but none of them work. And that wraps it up for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.